Hi, I'm Chris from Comrex, and this is a Tech Talk. Today we're going to talk about the Rodecaster Pro, which is a neat little console that a lot of people are using to do podcasts from home. You'll notice that it's got a big record button on here. It's got some mic channels and some other audio input sources. It has a sound pad on it. It has an SD card slot built in, so you can just hit the record button and record to the SD card and do your podcast and upload it. Lately, we've been getting a lot of calls from people that have wanted to be able to use it as a live sound mixer with a BRIC-Link to connect to the studio to do a live show from home. And with everybody working from home, there are a lot of questions about how to interface it. So the purpose of this video today is to talk about how to interface the Rodecaster Pro with a BRIC-Link. So let's get into it. So first of all, you need to have the right cabling to make it work. There are some broadcast suppliers out there that have a cable that will actually interface between a BRIC-Link and a Rodecaster Pro. It has a tip ring sleeve 1/8" mini on one side, and on the other side it has two XLR males to go to the input of the BRIC-Link, and it also has an XLR female to go to the output of the BRIC-Link. So one of the things that we want to do is talk about another way to do that if you don't want to get that special cable. So one of the things that you'll notice is you have to have an 1/8" mini because the mobile phone jack here, the mobile phone input, is designed to do an automatic mix minus. But you don't necessarily have control over the audio return level of it. So you have an 1/8" mini here on the back of the device, and we'll just kind of pop it up here so you can kind of see it. And what we're going to do is we're going to feed the output of this device, and this has a speaker output, and it's 1/4" jacks. So we're going to use Studio Hub connectors to make that happen. So in this case, to get our audio going back to the studio, we're going to take a 1/4" jack Studio Hub dongle, and we're going to take an XLR male Studio Hub dongle, and then we just plug the cable in between them. And then we're going to take the XLR, or the 1/4" jack, we're going to feed it to the speaker output. And then on the back of the BRIC-Link, we're going to feed it into the input. So the XLRs go to the input. On the other side, we're going to take the XLR female, and we're going to feed it to an 1/8" MIDI dongle to the mic input. So that's all pretty simple. So once we've got that all connected, we need to create a mix minus. So let's see what we've got connected on our BRIC-Link right now. Oh, we've got Walter Cronkite.
Cal game. The wire went down.
So right now we've got the BRIC-Link set up, and that's why we have this connector here. This is actually feeding what is being sent to the studio. So if I'm sending Walter's voice back to himself and he's hearing himself, it's going to drive him nuts. So right now, everything that's going out of the mixer is going out of the speaker output. And anything I put up is going to be going out there, including the sound effects. So in this case, what I want to do is I want to mute the speaker output so Walter won't hear himself. So keep in mind that anything that I'm sending right now is going back to the studio. So my voice is going back, and this is going back. Walter's not going back, but I still need to be able to hear Walter, and I need to be able to hear myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enable the pre-fade listen. So I'm going to push this button, except when I do that, I can't hear myself. Now I can hear Walter. I can hear myself. I'm going to turn Walter down a little bit. I can't hear my music, but if I enable the pre-fade listen, I can. And I can hear crickets as well. Okay. So essentially what I've done is I've just created a mix minus so I can hear what I need to hear from the return. I'm not sending that back. You'll notice that there's no VU that's going back to the studio. And if I stop talking for a second and you look at the VU over here, you don't see Walter. But if I disable the speaker mute,
and President Reagan tells a story just like that about having to
you do see Walter.
Wire went down during a baseball broadcast.
So essentially, that's how you create a mix minus. You use the pre-fade listen, you use the speaker mute, so that's not feeding back to the BRIC-Link and back to the studio, and you're good to go. We hope you found this Tech Talk useful, but if you have any questions about any of our products, you can always contact us at info@comrex.com. Visit us online at www.comrex.com, or you can give us a call at 800-237-1776.